Hey, what up, people? How's it going? What's up, chat? Uh, don't know. Wow, I can hear myself on my phone. Crazy. Not a whole lot going on tonight. My Take 10 guest couldn't make it tonight. I forgot to ask Jace or Tam to do it tonight, and then I scrambled, and yeah, so. Anywho, I got Paul Butler coming on later this week. Probably just gonna record it and put it on. I love Paul. Paul's a good dude, so he's gonna come on tomorrow night and we're gonna record it. But not a whole lot going on in my neck of the woods. Last night I was with Jason Chat and Tam Cardwell doing an AOT 3 set review. It was 2 hours long. Didn't expect. I kind of expected it to be that long, I guess, right? But yeah, it was good. It was a good conversation. We kind of duck, dive, dodge, duck, all that fun stuff through AOT 3 land and kind of went through a nice, like, rarity by rarity, even though rarity doesn't matter in our game, according to Tam. It just means to sell boxes, which is kind of true, right? But yeah, we should especially. Yeah, just think if we had Tim on, right? Because Tim Keefe was supposed to make it, and he couldn't. He was ill. But yeah, we could have had a lot more yapping, right? I think it would have been nice. And why is my work phone ringing at this time of night? 1 second, guys. I am not answering that. I am not available. Sorry about that. My work phone. For some reason. Yeah. But yeah, so the AOT3 thing went really, really well, and then that should be up on the YouTube channel. Yeah, Pepsi Emergency for sure. Um, that should be up on the channel on Friday, right before the pre-releases. Uh, I don't want to get them their Mountain Dew, man. My day ends at 5. My day ends at 5, man. No. Um, but we went through that. It was really good. And then decided that I didn't have anything for stream tonight. I almost didn't stream, but I decided to get on for a little bit. I know that the Final Round Boys are going to do something really cool tonight, I think, is what I was told, kind of. So it should be a good thing to do. We should go check them out. We'll probably just go raid them. But like tonight, we got some UVS Games news that I haven't covered yet, which is kind of low bar stuff. But then I had a community member send me their Vaxildan Dagger Master deck. They want some. They want some. I guess they want me to kind of look it over and give some suggestions. So I figured I asked them, can we do it on chat? Can we do it live? And they were like, sure. So we're gonna go through a Vaxildan Air deck. I already know one issue that we're gonna have to have. It does not have Walk the Dog in it, so we may have to find a way to put Walk the Dog in it. It does have 4 sweeping daggers, so the player does have 4 sweeping daggers. So that's something I've looked at first. I do believe we have to fit Walk the Dog in there somehow. It is on the air symbol, so it will be kind of maybe a little bit of a puzzle to get things in the deck, but yeah. So yeah, I've been dealing with some allergies. I've been dealing with sawdust in my eyes and my nose and my throat. So yeah, I got some tea and we're ready to roll. So let's go ahead and we'll simply cut some 5 diff. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like, I want Throat Slitter to be in the deck because I love Throat Slitter and I think that card's super cool. Thanks, Sketch. Yeah. The VOD's still up. The VOD's up on Twitch right now if you want to go watch it, or you can wait for the truncated version, which is only a half an hour shorter. So yeah. But let's go ahead and get into the news. Let me see if I have the right thing up. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Couple things. Hey, man, you can go get your pins. The reward store was just 6 simple pins, man. Need more content like that, just card evaluations and talking format health? Yeah. I think the bigger issue is I was talking with my buddy Corey Hicks today from the St. Louis area, and I think that type of content is super good and healthy for our game. The issue is scheduling, right? Like, granted, Jason Tam were more than gracious just to jump off at a moment's notice and just hang out with me for a few hours and yap. But like, if we really want like a 4 checks cast type thing, it's like it's really hard to wrangle in people. And I actually don't think an hour's long enough, even for the 4 checks guys. I know they try to wrangle each other in, But I actually think like a 2 hour long podcast or even longer. Like I listen to some Final Fantasy 14 podcasts that are like 4 hours long. It's because they just do them either every week or every other week, but they're like 2 to 4 hours, right? And I really think like Tam streams every night. I stream once a week, and then we do gameplay on that Friday, and that's kind of odd that is popping up on my. There we go. See if that fixes it. Does that fix it? Because I can just see I can see my chat right there. It's super cool, man. For some random reason, my windows are bleeding into each other. Streamer problems. Look, woo! It's super streamer problems. So I think it's more along the lines of it's just the way I have my Windows set up. But I don't care, whatever. I don't really give a crap. So, but yeah, so we got some rewards updates. We got the Chelmsford or Kelmsform. I don't know. I'm just gonna say it's whatever I want it to be. So we're just gonna just do this. Um, and that gave the format breakdown. And look at there's some awesome people playing some games there. Playing some games. But hey, look, Mike Hardiman won. I mean, Ymir's still good. Surprise, right? Ymir is still fantastic. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do some cool editing right now. I think it's just this window's too fucking big. There we go. I don't think it needs to be this big. Yeah, Mike Hardiman's Ymir Life Deck won the regional. Surprise, surprise. Mike Hardiman won another regional. The man is one of the best, if not the best, UK player ever. But yeah, so like he is a good friend of mine. I really liked his tech of Hunter's Ally in the deck. Um, hey Marvin, what's going on, man? Like, and then just getting wild, like after losing the new training method, we're just snapping in Wild Wild Pussycats and then blowing it up, getting Euromeshi's Perseverance. I mean, like, what's really weird is that meeting Hanj and Keiko's Aid aren't ally cards, but yeah, whatever. But like, it's super cool. Like, Ymir's still good, and she's still a force. I think like you just, I mean, like locally, like for us on Fridays, we just gotta dodge Justin's Smiling Titan deck, right? Like, unfortunately, that man just has nothing. That man, hey, Stormer Blades, that man has a addiction to 4-check attacks. Yeah, you're not an ally when you first meet. That's true, but like Hanji is the best ally, right? Like we could say they're the best ally. Period. Uh, they've become quickly one of my favorites. Ah, the Ymir that beat me. Yeah. Unfortunately, um, but like we got Liam playing Chaos Devil Jin. That's not a surprise. Like Devil Jin is a force to be reckoned with in the format. Arrow Goblin Bolt. Yep. Camouflage counter is broken. Yeah, stupid Hardiman. No, come on, man. It's Mike, man. You gotta love Mike. But like, there's been a small, as there always is in our community. We talked about this last night on the AOT3 set review, that our community tends to call for banning an errata if something is too good, right? Like, I know you do. I know you're just giving him a hard time. Like, what do you do to Devil Jin to like kind of bring him down a bit? Because obviously he's going to warp card pool effects as they come out, right? So I don't know if they do anything. Because what? Wait, is today? Tomorrow is Ban and Errata Day, isn't it? I didn't realize that. I forgot. It's Ban and Errata Day. Because yesterday was May the 4th be with you. We didn't say anything on the AO3. We didn't say anything about May the 4th be with you on the stream last night, which makes me really sad. And today's Cinco de Mayo. I'm not drinking a margarita. I'm just drinking tea because my throat hurts. Wow, it's really cool. My glass is see-through. I need to start picking green or blue glasses, right? I guess you just seal his snap-in, like Stormerblade said. I think that might be the best thing to do, is you just seal it. That's probably the best thing, because giving him access to 1 to 4 revokes a turn is insane. And then moving on, we got Nathan James. Okay, this is Mr. Reiner. This is the Death Reiner Braun. I fought Greg Moss at Worlds, and I think he had like the early iteration of the deck, because you want to Goblin Blot. Yes, you do. Tomorrow is a normal day. Nothing to see here. Sure thing, Sketch. I do think that the Reiner Braun that Greg Moss piloted to a top 32 finish. was the and I tied him. We tied at the in Swiss rounds at Worlds was the beginning part of this. I know that uh, our lovely teammate Justin Birch has been always piloting a D build Reiner Braun. Game one, you went first, built three. He opened double chomp. That's rude. Like there's just the D build package. It's really good with this character because he D builds on his backside, and he gets some really cool pieces. And he's just a monster to deal with. And then Dimitri P's Air Mirko. I heard the response on Play Guys talking about this in their video today. Uh, yeah, Sweeping Daggers is a Fury. Yeah, Luna Tierra's all for one. She still gets teaming with the Attack Titan, right? I think. Is that a Fury? I don't know. Tell me in chat if that's a Fury. I don't know. Um, but yeah, like Mirko 2's still good. Yeah. Yeah, D build into good. Yeah, D builds is really good into 5 hand size. Yeah. That's super cool. Okay, then they were really perplexed on how Grog Strongjaw was like a chunk of the meta, but did not convert. Why would the card? Yeah, have the card. Yeah, true. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. My bad. My bad. I'm dumb. He definitely probably plays Lethal Slash. But I could tell you a reason why Grog doesn't convert is because he's not very good. Um, he reads really good, but he's not good at all. Uh, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, unfortunately, he has really good symbols, but he doesn't do what you need to do in this current meta. Maybe if we become like a slower throw meta, he becomes the boss, right? Like, getting 3 damage on throws is super good. Grog can be a yes, that is true. Correct. Yeah, exactly, Jace. He is the check on decks that just want to dirtle the entire time or try, just do whatever. He's a bit above mid. Yeah, I think so. He's not bad. He's not great. He's just kind of like purgatory. He's just like in the middle, right? Like I just don't think like compared to the top tier players, the top like your Ymir, your Pony. Like I guess he kind of crushes Pony, right? Does he crush Pony? Because like all of her moves are for 4 or 2, right? Unless she has that sacrifice for the cause out, and then she's yeeting cards from her hand. So I don't know. I'm not a Pony gamer. I just get beat by them. Like Devil Jin, even Mirko's better than this character. It's just I don't know. I don't see it. I just he's popular. That's great. People want to take the cool new things. I just think it's just a bunch of cope, to be honest. His main defense is Jury. Jury does nothing into 4 damage moves. Correct. Yeah. Krista Lenz. She's boss. Krista's so cool. They like in the Response on Play podcast. They said that people are playing more stun defense. No, they're not. they're just not. You know. I don't know. Like people can pack it, but she gets to go stun one, stun one, stun one, stun one, stun one. And like it's the same thing with like Toga, where she gets to commit a thing and then stun you, commit a thing then stun you. But it's like she just continually just picks stun ones, and your stun defense only lasts for so long. So she's just gonna overwhelm you. And I think it takes like a player like a Travis Tangerman, like a highly skilled player, to pilot Krista because she's not the easiest deck to run. I do think that there are some answers now for her. But yeah, I can't think of them off my head because I don't play into Krista that much. I'd rather play Krista than play into Krista because I think Krista's sick. So she's very underplayed. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know if a lot has to do with Walmaria being a kabillion dollars right now, and everyone's trying to scramble to get their Walmarias to play Krista or to play Hanj 3. Um, but yeah, I think that's a big gate into that is the fact that you have to play for Walmaria in this character, right? Like that's the whole point. So you can get a bunch of cards and use that don't do this thing to stun your rival out. And New Mexico is Albuquerque's the next regional, man. So I don't know how many people. A lot of people started putting one man Inferno on the deck, and mid Krista players don't know how to play around that. Yeah, I'm a mid Krista player. I wouldn't know. I don't know. You just stun them and you flip them and you do all this other crap. You just kill them anyway. So like, right, walk the dogs. Yeet. How many people in chat are going to Albuquerque? Because I'm not, and I wish I was, because I would love to go to the content creator thing. But I have a family gathering, a family friend thing going on that weekend up north in Wisconsin. it's just a game of chicken, right? Isn't our game nothing but a game of chicken? Like, I have answers for your answers, but if I don't, yeah, got to pick and choose. Yeah, yeah. I'm going to Louisville. That's the only one I know I'm 100% going to because I have the time off now. I worked it out with my boss. And then maybe the Southeastern Regional, depending on when it is. Because if it's the weekend, the week or weekend of my, there's a technically non-zero chance you become a manic and fly out Friday. You crazy! Don't do that. Um, the Southeast Regional, there's a rumor of a content creator summit that weekend, so I might be. Hell yeah! How easy? Yeah, that's sweet. Our LC was Rutherford, Devron, Deku, Caduceus, Vax 2, Toto. Wow, that is a sick meta though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's super cool. That's super neat, to be honest. That sounds like my locals, except for like when I play Smiling all the time, right? So not Louisville because it's on your birthday. Your birthday's on the 19th. Boo! Come out for your birthday because that'd be sick. Shoto 4-1. What's that card? That one for Tranquility of Death. Yeah, that instant gives him like a kabillion speed and damage, right? Like Shoto 4's sick right now. I think he's just a character that just needs to find like the pieces, right? Like I think with that 1-4 and then Star Razor, like, it gave him easy ways to seal. My girl's birthday is the Monday after Louisville, so I gotta miss that one. But the two Myrtle boys are cool, awesome. That's awesome to see. Um, like he got a lot of like a glow up in Critical Role. So, and I don't think anyone's playing him other than that one guy that played Hooligans is always like 10 damage, yeah. And I don't even think you need to play Hooligans in him, right? Like you could still play his ultra rare from Girl Power, right? Like that card's still a beast. You just got to find momentum somehow. And I guess like you play him on order? I guess I don't know. I want to see the list because I have a local who loves Shoto 4 and I need to get my ass beat by that deck. He was on both. Oh, that's sick. And Hooligans is a cool alt art. I have one. Hey, Trippy. Somehow in our kill them on turn 2 deck. Yeah. Yeah, do it. Because I would play that on the grind against the boys. That sounds like a fun deck. I love them. I love Shoto 4. Yeah, I love Shoto 4. I hate fighting against that dude. I think I've gotten randomly bodied by Shoto 4 at locals probably more than any other character that is like non-meta, right? Like, because he just sometimes goes, oops, your entire board's sealed and I get 5/5 or whatever. That'd be sick. So moving on into the news. While we're just hanging out. Hey, season championships are back. We love season championships, right? So what are local championships? Why compete? We want points, right? Thank you, Stormblades. Season 2, we have a standard format and Attack on Titan format. We're not doing Attack on Titan format locally. No, we're not. We're just doing standard because as much I would love to push Spotlight as a format, it's not really a format. It just isn't. It's really hard. It's really, I don't know, for lack of a better word, not good. It's just not good at all. So I'd rather just do standard. And we were going to do a Critical Role Spotlight LC, but then I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to force people to do things. So we're just going to do standard. And it was fun. And it was great. We get some cool promos. Not as cool as the Critical Role ones, but Time for Battle does look neat. They still are going with the top 8, top 4 finalist and champion. The finalist one of the Critical Role cards looks the best. And I came in third. So get him on the next one, right? Time for Battle's pretty sick looking. I mean, like, Aaron looks like a Yakuza leader in that picture. Like, he just looks like a Yakuza guy, right? And I do like that they accented the bandages on Levi's face, which is kind of neat. But yeah, like, those are cool. And I can't wait to see, like, the Street Fighter. We kind of got Street Fighter ones, right? Or are we just going to get characters? We want characters for the local championships, right? For the Street Fighter one. And then, like, Turtles is going to be amazing. And then we're going to get, like, I think the one thing that people have forgotten about that for the Ninja Turtles set, we're gonna get those 3-pack or 2-pack booster, not boot like promo boosters with like 2 to 3 cards that could come with an alt art, a la like Star Wars Unlimited, I guess is what it's kind of pulled from, because Josh come from Star Wars, so which is pretty hype. Like I don't know, like we get to get through this set first, right, and then get through Street Fighter, and then get to Turtles in August, which I think it's kind of nice that sure we have like the first 2 sets of the year went no LC promos for Street Fighter. Do you know that for a fact? I want characters for Street Fighter. I want 2 new guys and 2 oldies, man. That's what I want. Turtles will be dope always. But like it's kind of cool because I was talking with my buddy Trent, and he was like, "Look at the dates for these promos." Oh, you're right. You're right. That's why you get paid the big bucks on Final Round. Um, the first set of the year, Critical Role, and the second set of the year, AOT3, are really close together, like time wise. And he's like, I don't get why they do that. And the reason is because usually, well, as of late, Worlds and Nats have been in Worlds and Nats was in January, and Worlds was in January or late February. So they don't want to add a new set and make everybody scramble, even though we had, you know, solo leveling, which is easier because it's a deck, so it's not that big of a deal. But like we have a bigger gap in between AOT3 and Turtles than we did the first 2 sets, and we only got the one deck, right? So our wallets should feel a little better, I assume, which is kind of nice. But I'm down for more promos. I can't say like I think the Critical Role art was way better than this, obviously, because it is the Critical Role cards were all custom art. So like just give us more of that, please, UVS Games. Is it really 2 to 3 weeks longer? No way. Serious? Okay, and then the playmat is when he eats Willie Tiber, and they got rid of the body. They should have left the body on there. That's what I'm gonna say right now. They should have left the body on there. You know. Yes, the tarot readings are hella nice. It's one of the nicest promos I've ever seen. Right, like that and what Radiant Visage, which I have one copy of. I bought one off of a regional attendee. Those look hella good. Turtles is mid-August through 3-month. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. It's only a couple weeks long. It just feels longer because Critical Role was March and this is May, and then we got May to August. It just feels longer because there's not like 1 month in between, I guess. But it's whatevs, man. But yeah, the mat's pretty cool. Like you can go onto LGS, go onto the UGN site, find it, try to use the search function. The Vax Attack promo is the best in the regional. Throat Slitter, yeah, that one's pretty sick. I do have 4 Might of Stones that I will eventually put into a Keyleth deck someday. I'm kind of not dreading playing that character, but I need to play that character locally just so I can just get it out of my system. But I think I'm gonna wait till the Falco 1/4 comes out. That when you ready it, you draw a card, which I have like 3 copies downstairs in my binder, so I may be able to play it. Byakko card. I know. It's just a weirder Byakko, honestly, right? Like you just play Thunderous Roar in it, and then you just push a billion damage. So, but yeah, the playmat's super sick. I got the Aaron Usurper mat, which I think my box opening's on Thursday, because I don't know why I just planned it out late. I did get the Usurper mat, and that mat's super sick. And I do like the Heezeru's Hope mat, so I may or may not get that one. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Scrambles. I guess we can. Why play in a store scramble? I don't know why you like. It's just free promos, right? We get these. This is how it ends. This card looks super sick. What does it do again? At the start of the end phase, if you have not dealt damage to a character ready to foundations, that's kind of cool. We did talk last night about how there's like these cycles of like these 1/5s with a block and 2/5s with blocks that kind of do like a whole thing. Like they're like these cycle of cards that do like a grouping. Like if your opponent has rival has cycled, get this, or if they've played their 3rd or greater attack, get this. And so I wouldn't be surprised if I don't remember if there's a cycle of cards that says if you have not dealt damage to a character, do this. Like I wouldn't be surprised if that's a thing eventually, which isn't a terrible thing, but yeah, I don't know. I just, it's fine. Like, but the art's super sick though. Like, that looks really good. The cycle lock, I mean, I don't mind it. I don't mind the cycle lock thing. It's not that big of a deal to me, to be honest. Melbourne, and then this is the big one, right? Like this one was last week. We have enhanced regional pricing, which is cool. So no changes to the top cut main event pricing, and then it's not bad, but yeah. Promo selections. So now you get to pick your promos, maximum of 4, so you don't miss out if you're top 64 and up, which is super cool, right? Like, you don't think it have much of an impact? Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know how many games you've played lately that people have cycled, and I think I've seen 2 in like the last month and a half where someone has cycled, like on TTS. I think a couple local games I had someone cycle because I was playing Ymir in a fun game and I was just damn DRing them and just, whatever. But yeah. But this is cool. So now they've updated this. Yeah. Super cool. They changed it after the one. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Storm. Um, the prize wall items get added now to your top payout, which is cool. Because in person, I only play prison aspects. Yes, we know this. So now they can not worry about getting wall points for the wall items. So you do get double-sized cards. It looks like from top 16 up, you do get a prize wall playmat for top 8. I don't see it anywhere else unless they just shorten it to, I'm going to assume the one playmat is the prize wall playmats. So top 8 and above don't miss out. First place gets everything. Except for, I think, unless there's 2 uncut sheets, then they only get to pick 1, which is, whatever. This price change is really good. Yep. Yeah, this article was super good. I just haven't done a news video in a while, so I decided just to do that tonight. Side event payout. This is good. Participation, you get 3 tickets. Round per win, you get 2 tickets, which is really good. So you could technically get, I believe, a playset of promos for winning an entire event, which is cool. But I think that I do hope they have old promos that they mentioned in here. I would love to get some Denver promos. I believe so. Like, I think they're just going to keep dragging the old stock along. I'm hoping there's a bunch in Louisville because I may just skip the main event just to farm prize wall tickets so I can get my play sets. Side events that don't involve wins against other players such as boss battles or card slinging. So I think they worked it out that it's better just to boss battle or card sling to get the 4 tickets, right? Like it's just per hour, it's better to do the boss battles than it is to play in an event, which is wild, which is crazy, right? You would want to make someone who puts in 3 hours of their time or more to get max tickets, right? So it's 3. So if they go 3-0, that's 6. So they get 9, and that's for over 3. You get 9 over 3-ish hours, right? And then a boss battle can be done in 15 minutes, and you can, or less. So you could technically get 12 in an hour. So you could technically get 36 in 3 hours over 9 in 3 hours. Do the math. I'm playing boss battles, and boss battles are way more fun anyways. It just is. But I think it's just kind of weird because you can tech for those games. Like you can bring Ymir, bring Karasu, and bring other things, or like bring Grog or whatever, and just wail on the boss. Win-win. To be honest, if you want to farm more tickets, you continue giving TOs more money. Yeah, that's true. Yes, yeah, that's very true. I don't think the wall. Okay, so they said UVS games only enforce items for they provide. So speed and damage dice, 1 ticket. Simple event pins, which technically the symbol pins are on the shop right now. Making the TO money equals good, correct. Current and old event promos. So let's just hope this holds out. And then same thing with the double-sized cards, because I asked a buddy of mine to get the 2 Critical Role ones. I would love the Attack on Titan ones, but those aren't a priority, so maybe I can pick them up in Louisville. Playmat 6 tickets, uncut sheets 30. I have a Critical Role uncut sheet downstairs because I farmed the hell out of them. And thanks to Nathan DeWalt for giving me my last 10 to get my uncut sheet of the Critical Role Challenger deck, which is sick. That was a blast bringing it home on the plane, though. It was crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's great. This is all great. And then, that's right, Symbol Merch is back, picking up where Fire Life, Order left off. You'll snag playmats and pins of Earth, Evil, Good at regionals going forward, which is sick. And then I can't wait to jam some games with the folks on my very own Evil playmat. Levi goes, we're so back. So that's pretty cool. So that's pretty much all the news until tomorrow, where the sky falls or doesn't fall or Titans fall, right? Maybe. So I got asked to take a look at a deck. So this is How Easy's deck in chat. Thank you for giving me some easy content to do. They need some help with their deck for Albuquerque, and they would like to probably no changes. Send it. I mean, I think that you could probably cut Arrows and Daggers. Like, this card instantly just gets cut, right? I think this and Dagger, 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 and I think Bad News Bullet could all get cut for Walk the Dog, to be honest. Like, I like Aerial Goblin Bolt. Oh, the ban list. Oh, yeah. No changes? Oh, man, I think. Can I zoom in on the deck list? Let me see. Give me 1 second. Oh, man, it is tiny. My bad. Let me edit it real quick in real time. Sorry about that, guys. Whoop. Oh, it's because I have it on another screen capture. That's why. So let me. Was on 3-diff tribal? No shit. That's super cool. Okay, there. That's probably better now, I believe, right, guys? Yep. Do you need to see the card? You don't need to see the card. You guys, it's fine. You don't need to see the card, guys. It's cool. So Arrow Goblin Bolt. I don't know if you need it as a 4X. I like Stabbing Dagger. This is the most psycho way to zoom in I've ever. Yep, I know. I don't know how to zoom in on a Mac, so leave me alone. This is just the easiest way for me to do it. So I think off the bat, where are we at for attack? We're at 67 cards, so I think it's probably best to be somewhere between like 60 and 63. So I'm going to start by cutting attacks, right? And I think I'm cutting Bad News Bullet. I'm cutting Dagger, Dagger, Dagger. And I'm cutting Arrows and Daggers. Oh man, I kind of like Arrows and Daggers as like a 1X, but if you have 3 or more attacks in your card pool, destroy one rival foundation. Mid, low, mid. Man, we need some high blocks in these attacks, man. Let's see here. I also think if we're having a bunch of these mids, we should be playing. I don't see it. Mikasa defeats the female Titan. I think needs to go in here if we're gonna play a bunch of mids. Cause like Aaron Gobblebolt, I think these are good. Biting Dagger, if you play this card, Seal the Rival Foundation, that could be good. I'm also thinking I'm cutting this, and I'm just gonna add Walk the Dog like right now, because I want to add Walk the Dog, because I think Walk the Dog is actually for Animus Shot. Oh yes, oh yeah, that's actually probably a good call too. So I'm just gonna add I'm just gonna add 4 Walk the Dog real quick, and add an Animus Shot. We need weapons, so we're still on the weapons, but I'm gonna see. Just going to do this, and then we're gonna go back to the deck. So we're at 26 attacks, and we have to cut some things now. Walk the dog can be at 3x. Yeah, that's facts. I never like playing 4. I think biting dagger can probably go. Adds a bunch of attacks. 0. I know. I'm working on it, man. Calm down. We added low blocks first. Biting dagger. What's this? This is the. Like, I don't mind this as a 2x. Let's take. See, the issue is, I just think Aerial Goblin Bolt is like, it's okay. I think we cut this. I think Violent Animus Shot has to go. Hot Weapon High Blocks are rough. Really? I mean, we do have Airy Smiles, which is kind of nice. So let's take a look real quick. I know it's not going to look the best on stream, but whatever. You guys have to deal with it. So attacks, air, he's void and death, and then high block with weapons. Oh, we don't want AOT 3 cards. Oh, that's character standard. Boop. Come on, go to standard. Thank you. Learn technique, high velocity slice, yeah. I mean, backstab isn't terrible. I do like short range shot because he can add damage to it. But I think high velocity slice may be the best of them, right? Swift execution. Whirling slash isn't terrible. Do we have anything with stun on it? That's what I want to see. Other than bad news bullet. Weapon, stun, match all selected keywords. We have 3. Man, it is high velocity slice. I struggled against a deck in my LC that has all low attacks. It's very few, I guess, on attacks. Put bad news bullet back in the deck. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's gonna have to. Well, it has +1 high block, gives us stun 2, also doubles damage. So I think it's fine at a 2x. So 23 attacks. Let's see here. I mean, I'm almost. Is 23 okay? Like, in 67, it could be one for like 50. That one could be for like 15. Yeah. Animus shot, block zone. So high, low, 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 mid, mid, mid. Man, I don't want to get rid of Throat Slitter, but I want to be at like 21, 22 attacks. But I think we pitch an Aerial Goblin Bolt. I think we pitch an Aerial Goblin Bolt, go to 3x. Right? Like 22 attacks in 66 cards is fine. I think that's like 33%. I like Vertical Maneuvering at 2x. I like Airy Smiles. Airy Smiles is, I mean, like, to be fair, Airy Smiles is going to get dunked on by Falling Titans because that happened to me on Friday, and that was embarrassing. Let's see here. And I know how Easy said the foundations were the harder part. Like, it's too bad that, like, Air's 0 diffs are crap. But I actually think you should be playing more Jin's Parry. I like a 3x. Like, 2 is fine. I think 3 would be good because basically Vax gives it, like, it's like a free block with Vax. So maybe 2 is fine. Fearsome's good. No Restraint. Smokescreen's good. Man, I really wish that Breakdancing had Death Attuned, but it doesn't. I'm a big fan of Treasure Hunting. Shameless Haggler. I think Keeping Alert's really just a sideboard card. I actually think Keeping Alert's kind of bad. It's not as good as I like keeping alert is okay when it's I don't know. Like if they hit like a huge draw, right? Like a draw, whatever. Hey, thanks for the Prime sub, How Easy. Thank you. Hell yeah, man. Thanks, dude. Uh, all right. So let's just start here. I think Nonagon is amazing. It's crazy and very good. So we're gonna keep that. Joining the fight. If you've dealt damage, I think this can actually just get cut. I think this card. I think it should be a 2x. Tinker's Touch. I like Tinker's Touch. I think this card's pretty good. Dedicated Artisan. After your rival adds a number of cards due to their effect, draw a card. So I think it's actually. I think we're cutting Keeping Alert. Ready for a rematch. Return of the Kings is fantastic. The card's great. Attitude Selector. This must be a sideboard for discard. Needs more Dark Ward. There we go. Yeah. Really, that +1 feels pretty good. On a string of attacks, but the issue is you have to hit them. And I think that we're going to go for a longer string to where your speed's not going to matter because on our third move, they're going to have 1 to like no cards in hand. Because Vax wants to string out that third weapon card and then crush them. And joining the fight, I think you don't really need it because you have to hit them first, right? And then by the time you hit them, it doesn't matter. I'd like it for the once per turn you remove a card from your rival's discard pile. I think we're cutting Keeping Alert. I just don't think this card's very good right now. Nimble Thief. Mills 1. Actually, I know that I want to add Mikasa defeats the female Titan in here. I know that at least. And I want to... Why does it say Mike? Come here, Mikasa. We'll add 1. And then we need Dark Ward. Dark Ward is probably... I mean, I think Dark Ward's probably maybe one of the best foundations in the set. Let's see here. All right, so we're at 64 cards. So I play 2 here. I'm gonna add stuff to your board, and you're gonna have to. We may have to figure out the board as we go. Like this, and then put 1 there. Refresh. So 66. I think this is fine. This is fine. I think 10 zeros may be too much. The sideboard is just crap. I had no idea what to put in. Okay, we'll work on that too. I think you're just playing too many zeros. I think we can probably cut it down to 9. I mean 8 to be honest. I like Fearsome. No Restraint's iffy because you need to have momentum to do it. And I'd rather use my momentum for Walk the Dog, to be honest. I think Nimble Thief can be cut. I could see why it's in there. Yeah, there's a lot of 2x's in here. Needs pressured by 1 for all, at least at a 1x. And I think we can probably add that and cut Tinker's Touch. I think we'll cut Tinker's Touch, and then we can bump up Aaron's Sidestep to a 3x. I forgot about pressured by 1 all for 1. This card can give you some reach. So like late turn, when you're, say like your rival is tapped out or they have no cards in hand, you can just start crushing your board. It's destroy 2 foundations, your ranged or weapon attack gets +3 damage. I think this one actually is probably pretty good. I sent you an air weapons, Levi. Oh, cool. Alrighty. You think I can? You think I can put them side by side? I'm not that great, but I'll try. Let me start this by difficulty. I'm not a big. Oh man, I think we can probably cut no restraint. I actually think Return of the Kings would make a better home, but this gives your weapon attack speed, and you don't have like the only stun we have is Bad News and Walk the Dog. Dedicated. I did just cut the one card that gives us like stun. Why can't he have order? All right, so that's fine. Nimble Thief, I'm iffy on. Seamus Hagler's pretty good in a pinch. Levi's Relentless Spirit is good for stringing. Yeah, but eventually we can't play them all, right? But Pressure by One for All is 1x. It is unique anyways. +1 mid. Dedicated Artisan. I actually think this could have been the other card I just cut. Because commit, because it's add. So if they draw or add cards to their hand, you get to draw a card. So it's a random. It's not terrible. Like I know Ready for the Rematch is in here for stun hate, but I'd rather have it be Genkai's Guidance. If you have access to Genkai's Guidance. I know you're a newer player, so I'm not sure if you have access to that. But man, do we? I just really want to cut No Restraint, like really bad. I'm just not a fan of that card. Playing it in, like I was playing it in Toga, and I had momentum for days, and I'd rather spend my momentum on other things. Let's see. If I would ask your locals and see if you're able to borrow them, because they're expensive, and you may be able to pick them up there, but they're an expensive card, and I don't want to force you to go out and buy cards just for an event. Because I'm not a man. I think this is just better. Like I would rather cut. I'd rather cut join. I'd cut joining the fight for what's the Lady Nagant 2/5 that gives speed? Oh man, sniper? No, it's not sniping spy. What is it called, chat? Tell me. I forget. It's Air Evil Void Foundation. Match symbols. Rifle arm. Thank you. You're the best, chat. You're the best, chat. Rifle arm is sick. It's also a weapon randomly, and it has a low block. Rifle arm. Rifle arm is commit. This attack gets +2 or -2 speed. If this is the only attack in its owner's card pool, it gets +3 or -3. So it guarantees your first move hit. And I really dig this card offensively. It's as Jace would say, it's modal. I think it's the term that he uses. It's offense and defense on the same card, and it gives you another low block. Not that I don't think we need low blocks because we're at 24. We actually need more high blocks. We need a couple more high blocks to balance it out, but we have vertical maneuvering equipment. I think that should be fine. I love smokescreen. I love smokescreen in this deck, but I think we could probably cut a no restraint for another. Like a 1x no restraint's not bad. I'd rather just play 3 of the smokescreen because smokescreen's really good in this character. But again, I believe the death version's probably just straight up better, just because he gets breakdancing. But we could just say, let's just like, there, 4, 4, 1, 3. I don't know if I'm. Oh wait, that was wrong. Why did it do that? Latent scale, fearsome, personal reload. There. Latent scale is good. Yes, latent scale could replace. I think latent scale just replaces dedicated artisan, to be honest. Web of blades, yeah. Man, look at this. Chat's helping out. You carrying my weight, chat. 1 second. Let me. I think latent scale needs to go in. Let's put this in as a 1. Web of blades is super sick. It's like the easiest 1x in any deck period. Now, incompatible quirks also needs to come in here too. Thanks, chat. You're making me look good. I appreciate you guys. And actually, what I'm going to do is, should I? Nope, that's fine. Let's go back to the deck and figure this sucker out. Okay, so I think we draw your swords as a way of getting stun and damage. Yeah, that's true. All right, so we're at 68, 24, 23, 21, which is actually not terrible. Pressure, Shameless. So I think we can actually cut Shameless now that we have latent skill. So we're going to cut Shameless. We'll play 3 latent skill. The one that I think I'm going to cut. Let's see here. Why is it not saying standard? Is it because of this card saying it's not legal? Why is it? That's weird. Why is it saying there's not enough? Is it because of smokescreen? Yeah, it is. Okay, smokescreen 1x. Yeah, you don't want. Yeah, you don't want to give them cards in your hand tax deck. Yeah, that's true. So we're at 66, 23, 20, 24, 23, 19. 1x incompatible is really good. Web of Blades is really good. I think latent skill is just straight up better. Just be mindful if they have a cancel on board for an enhance, you don't want to have to pay that cost. Like if they have like a Goblin Bolt in their, in their card pool, don't ever push that button. Going into the board, I actually like a 1x, another Jin's Parry in there in case you want to bring it in. I'm not averse to playing Nimble Thief. I kind of like it because you need something to get you can cut some of the zeros. Like I was gonna go down to, I thought I was gonna go on, I think 8. Oops, that's not it. What am I doing? I have to sort this first. Difficulty. So I think we actually go down to 8 zero diffs. And they're at 64. So yeah, 6 to 8 is fine. So all right, this is the thing that keeps getting borked. So we want 3 of that, 1 of that. I think I keep doing it the wrong way, don't I? Yes, I do. And 3 of that, and then sort. So we're at 66, 25, 22, 19. And then I know like attitude selectors in there for discard decks, but I think an extra Nonagon would be better because Nonagon is sick. I think we just cut this Nimble Thief out of here and play a 4th dark. Wait, how many Dark Wards are we playing? 2. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely want X amount of this. Nonagon, another. So we go to 3 Mikasas, which is fine. 4 Dark Wards, a 4th Smokescreen. I really like Return of the Kings. It makes your blocking easier. Yeah, Cape. I think we just cut Attitude Selector for Cape. Cape of No Return A. I put down Car of No Return. would totally reach out to your locals. How easy? I would definitely reach out to your locals and see if you can borrow some of these cards because I don't know if you have access to get them. Because I think what Albuquerque is not this weekend, but the following weekend. It's not a sideboard card. It is a sideboard card. Damn it! I'll meet you in the middle. I'll go 1-1. How's that? And then we can put a fourth Mikasa's in the board for any type of throw decks, if there's a throw deck. What do we have for resets on air? Do we have any cool resets? Let's take a look. Air, Foundation, Standard. Let's also look at Death and Void. Yeah, walk the dog would be tough. Yes, I understand that. Trying to see if there's any resets. Hi, buddy. What's up, Ace? Boop, boop, boop. Man, Tranquility of Death is a super cool card. Like, Scoundrel's Insight's really good, too. I'm just trying to see if we have a reset in this. Do we have a reset? I don't think we're that... I mean, we can't play everything. I mean, I think it'd have to go into the board, right? Stopping for breakfast is a thing for that goes in the board, too. Just thought there was... I thought they had resets for... Oh, it's definitely board stuff, yeah. I'm just trying to see if we can find a reset to play. Because I don't think... Does Air... I don't... Ugh. Does Air not have like a real reset? Oh, that's so bogus. Are you serious? That's so bad. Man, they did Air dirty, man. I guess putting a card down from our hand for -4 speed kinda is technically a reset. Not really, but... Uh... I... Hmm... I like Draw Your Swords. I think that card's cool. Oh, let's see here. We're playing that one thief card to get rid of things. There's that. Moth Monster is bad. I mean, like, Rifle Arm's pretty good, and then we can just start doing things. Man, this is gross. Cheerleader's actually a pretty good sideboard piece, too. Elvish Tutoring. If we were playing more draw. Masho could probably go in there. Bring back in... Yeah, there we go. I think Masho can probably make it into the main deck. I don't know. Like, the last time I had Masho in a deck, it was really bad. It just wasn't... It just, like, everyone had responses. Oh, here we go. Duh. We have a reset right here. We have a speed reset. That's all we care about. We just want to get rid of speed resets. So we can reset it and then put it... And then we can just go, nope, easy block. I forgot about Childlike Appearance. So Elvish Tutoring really is only good if you have ways to draw. Okay, so like, we'll take a look. Because if you have ways to draw cards consistently, you can cherry pick your best thing. But like, it just depends on how much draw you have. Multitasking, bring it on, dude. Fearless. Fearless Frog's actually kind of good. I like Fearless Frog as a 1x. Alright, I think we're okay here. Wow, nice try. We're not even playing nice try. What happened to this world? I guess our character gets minus speed, so yeah. I like Nejire, the big 3 as well. Stopping for breakfast is going in the board. We'll figure that out. See, I also like convenient timing. If we could fit convenient timing in somehow, I'm a big fan of convenient timing. I'm a big believer in that card. Like decoy's pretty good too. I don't like giving my rival stuff. Let's see here. So stats 69. So we have to cut some cards. I think we cut this guy. And then I think we do cut this guy. See, 3, 6, 8, 12, 13, 16, 20, 22. We're good on spam. We can cut these guys. I kind of like those guys. Kind of like this guy. I think we're going to keep that. All right. Do we go down to 2 Aaron sidesteps or is 3 I think 2 this and two, man, there's so much 2-ups in this deck. I kind of think Nimble Thief and Rifle Arm do the same thing. I'm going to cut Nimble Thief. And then we're going to play more where to go? Where to go? Childlike. We're going to play 2 Childlike. Then we're going to board another. And then we'll cut this Jin's Parry. And then we'll cut this. I don't know. I really would like to play convenient timing in your deck because I love blocking and saying no to my rival gets -1 to checks. I think that's super cool. And then we can go down to, we can just cut this guy out of a board. 67, 20, 28, 20, 19, 22 attacks. That's a little, see, like for our draw though, really like on board draw, we have Fearsome for cycle, treasure hunting, but that's a form speed, so we'd have to do it and then not play any other enhances, like draw enhancers or make any checks after that. So it's kind of in like, I guess we could latent skill it into our hand, but the issue is where are we going to find the space? Like we could cut Web of Blades for it, and the no restraint for it. But then we're I mean, like Airy Smiles could be a 1x, but I mean, like I'm starting to like the unique cards are fine at 1x. I think this is fine. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, we could cut an attack, but then that doesn't really help us any. Hey, chat, do we just cut the no restraint and a sidestep for 2 Elvish Tutoring? Because I think we actually developed the board pretty well. I think the board's pretty good at Return of the Kings, Childlike, Mikasa's. Like we could probably go down to 1 Mikasa in the board, or we can just play Mikasa out of the board. I think we can do that. We'll just play Mikasa out of the board. And then we'll play Elvish Tutoring main board. And then you don't like commit costs on offense in my hard string deck? True. But it does give us a way to tutor out our, if we can, all right, so the point is that we can get walk the dogs with them if we need them, and then it doesn't matter what the difficulty is, right? But I agree as well. I agree as well. Like, what's the matter, Ace? Why are you whining? You always want to leave when we're in here, and you always want to come in when you're outside. What's up, buddy? Huh? No restraint is Yeah, I know. I agree. I'm not a big fan of it. Like I'm just gonna cut it because I've been wanting to cut it all night. So I think we can. Let's see, where are we at for number on cards? So we're at 66, 22 attacks. I think that's pretty good. Our spam numbers are 8, 12, 19. That's not bad. We have plenty of momentum outs. Yeah. I actually think this is pretty good. What do you guys think in chat? Huh? Um, I know like the don't I know we all get fixated on the deck stability thing, and that is only like we'd have to cut attacks to make that better. But again, it's like I think Elvish Tutoring. I think we could actually probably play one less attack because we have Elvish Tutoring in our deck. So I'm gonna go down to 3x the Stabbing Dagger and play 21 attacks, and then we can go. You can cut a couple twos, add a couple ones, yeah. It's just like all of our spam disappeared as I did cuts. So 8 plus 11 is 19. I kind of don't want to cut any of the twos. I think. All right, so block zones. What do we need? We need more lows, right? Yeah. So actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna add 2 Return of the Kings to the main board because I like that card a lot, and I'm down for that. So. Yeah, I don't know what I'd cut either. Like this is the point. This is the point of the deck where I believe where you're at, where we'd have to play it and test it, right? And then figure out what cards feel good and what cards feel bad. But like since we're playing Elvish Tutor, we can play 21 attacks and we don't have to really worry about like drawing into them. So I think that's where we're at. How easy is like I think this is where I would start to get like and then start grinding. I know that you only have 2 weeks, but this is where I would start grinding, right? Like I would just start throwing this at everything. I didn't get too much value out of Airy. Okay, so Airy Smiles is when someone's stringing on you and you make them so like not the first attack or the second attack. You block on that second attack to make them play on like a 4 or a 3. Like you probably it depends on the deck, right? Pony, that's a whole nother thing. That's why we have Dark Ward to stop the lethal slash response, and then we block with the Airy Smiles to make them play a non-attack card. Because sometimes they don't have one and they have to end their turn, or they have to play like on a 4 or on a 5, and then they have to just figure out, well, do I want to play a foundation, and then maybe fail it, or you just have to make them commit a lot of cards, which is a lot, like it's probably best at 2x. Like this is a card that's probably like the most flexible card in your deck right now. Like you could probably cut it for 2 more foundations. To be honest, like it just depends because like once you block one card with Vax, like the rest of them get easier, because he blocks on no progressive. And then you're playing a lot of speed hate, so you should be able to block pretty easily. But this can save you a turn, and sometimes that's all it takes is a turn to survive. Like I like sixth wielder in the deck. Treasure hunting gives you some extra draw. Web of Blades is really good when you're playing like Airy Smiles too. Yeah, exactly. I think because Storm of Blades suggested Web of Blades because that is when people damage negate you or speed hate you, you can get +2. So it kind of helps out the damage and helps out the block, like the speed on the block. Incompatible Quirks readies itself for the cost of getting rid of a committed foundation. Childlike Appearance is really your only reset. Speed reset or damage reset. You have a speed reset. You could play, there's some other cards that are more heavily costed that I think this is just better in the long run. It makes the speed 0, and then you can be like, Vax for minus more speed to block on free. Pressure by All for One gives you some reach, so if you're really stringing in and they don't have a hand, you can start killing your foundations off 2 at a time to get 3 extra damage, which is huge. It actually pushes your 3 diffs into 6+ damage, and that makes it very scary to deal with. Rifle arm is a good offense defensive piece. Latent skill will help you dig for more things. So if you stack with Elvish Tutoring, you can latent skill that attack +1 into your hand. Aaron's sidestep gives you some defensive draw. Dark Ward is one of the best cards in the game right now. It just cancels responses on cards in the card pool. So Echo, attack responses, block responses. So like Showdown, they block and use that. You say no. Nonagon blinks attacks, and Nonagon could save you in a game. Easy. Vertical maneuvering equipment doesn't need any explanation. Cape and no return is just an attack delete. And then in the board, we just add more of this stuff. Breaker. Oh yeah, it also cancels Breaker, which is really huge in like your string deck. Return of the Kings for some block reach, and actually builds. It builds when you block with it, so that's pretty good. Another childlike, another 2 Mikasas. I think 2 is probably a good number if you have to deal with throw decks, or you have like a all low deck or an all high deck. We are pretty good on our block spread, but this gives us some extra reach on our blocks. Dark Ward just for more response canceling. Due to losing games because of Breaker. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Stopping for breakfast cancels an action. It is a heavier cost, so that's when we're playing at a 1x. This was a really good card. This is a really good card into decks that want to play a lot of actions. I can't think of any at the moment off the top of my brain because combined firepower is gone. But Cape of No Return to double up on that, and another Nonagon to fill out the board. Your attacks pretty much stayed the same. We just added in Walk the Dog. We did cut and Violent Animus Shot, which is one of the best cards in the set. You get some Breaker. Runaway, Genkais, and Rampage. Yeah. I would probably cut Return of the Kings out of the board for Genkai's Guidance. Just because it's the same, it's similar, same block, but it's also you can side those in and out with Airy Smiles really easily, and you can just destroy 3 foundations, make a check, and you can just attack, delete something. You delete an attack out of that. I do like the attack package. You love playing 3 diffs in this character because the longer your strings go, the more damage you deal, and it just gets huge. Sweeping Daggers is crazy. Violent Animus Shot is crazy. Throat Slitter is one of my favorite cards in the set. It's an uncommon, and it just says, hey, you better have more than 1 card in your hand, or I'm going to play this and powerful to you to death. It's great. It's a great finisher card. It's kind of in the same vein as Walk the Dog, but it doesn't have the stun and the draw. So, Bad News Bullet's super sick. It's a 1 high block, a 6 high 6. You get a little bit of stuns, so you can lead this into Walk the Dog to start clearing their board out, which is pretty neat. This is something that I would probably take to my locals and try it. I think actually this deck, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it this Friday. Oh wait, I won't be here for the grind. I'm going to a baseball game, so maybe on Thursday I can probably find some time to play some games with some community members, or maybe somebody from the team would like to play. Because this deck seems actually kind of cool. Air's been I've been playing Air Deku 6, Mitch's deck, and I've been having a blast with it. But yeah, this is where I would start, and then tweak as you need it. I would try to stay to 66, 65 cards. So you may want to cut a card. You may not want to cut it. You may want to see that Web of Blades isn't that big of a deal. So you may just cut that and go to 66. Or you may want to bump up an attack. I would say in that 65 to 67 card range, just because it's a little easier to find your stuff. So I'll go ahead and get this to you through Discord. Yeah, you went with Levi so I can loop sweeping and Animus. Yes. Yeah, I love it. I love Levi 1. Levi 1's sick. But yeah, thanks How Easy for sending me the deck. If anyone in chat wants me to do that, I'll try to get it done. I think that would be super sick. I kind of like doing this. I like talking with chat and talking over the deck. Yeah, not a problem. Anytime, man. Anytime. I usually do deck profiles on my own stuff, but this is kind of cool because now I can just turn this into a deck profile, which is kind of cool. Thanks. Appreciate it. But yeah, so I think my time is pretty much up. We're at an hour and a half. I think the boys from Final Round, you can rip apart my Fun Not 2 deck. Yeah, maybe. But maybe we'll do that next week when I need to have content, because I I know I have a take 10 person for this week. I need to find one for next week. So, and I know I want like Zach and I want Tam. I also want to try to find an OCE player for it. I just don't know any of them. So, but yeah. So let's see who we can raid. Um, Let me go over some cool stuff. Thanks How Easy for the Prime. Blame Siren. Thank you for the follow yesterday. Same thing with Taiki Divine and Destro028. Thanks a lot for that. Vamp for 10 more minutes. Okay, cool. I'll try to yap for 10 more minutes. That's fine. Oh my god, I'm just showing all my windows. I'm gonna try to yap for a few more minutes, I guess. So, let me see if I can find something. I have not update. When do you get your Take 10 episode? Everybody wants to be on it. Everybody wants to be on Take 10. We'll work it out. We'll get it planned, and then we'll do it. We'll definitely get it done. Let's see here. Why is this Annie? Oh, it's Legacy because of yeah. So this is my Annie deck. We're gonna talk about my Annie deck that I haven't touched in like 3 weeks. So obviously this is going to change a lot. So I am super excited to play this character. I'm glad that now we know the entire set, so now I can go in and play with this character. This character is crazy. I actually want to play backup center. Not a whole lot. I know I want to probably. I want Colossus SWAT. I want Irwin's. The take 10 definitely for the real ones. It's OP. Dang. Thanks, Sketch. Thanks. I appreciate it. I do want to do more. I also want to do more discussion content with more people on the stream because I thought last night went really well. And there's only so much you can do with solo content. So like I don't want to take from you need to sleep sees either way. Bye. Have a good night. Play Theo. That guy's insane. Yeah, I was gonna play Theo. I was gonna play the sexy mage, Sean. I kind of like who is it? Willie Tiber's kind of cool. Um, I just wanted to just play with a couple of them. Like how many backups are you playing, Sketch? Are you playing like a lot, or are you just playing like a little bit just to get that +2 bump? Because I know like using Sean Gilmore commit for +2 to your next check and then eating him for momentum sounds very good. And then Theo's crazy, right? We discussed that last night. But like I want to get more discussion content on the channel. 12. Yeah, I don't think I'd be on Rampage if I was. I actually want to cut Rampage for better cards. So like I would actually just play backups instead. But you're a harness deck, sure. I think I'd just be. I kind of want to be a 4. I want to play some 4-check deck, 4-check attacks, and 3-checks, right? I want to play like Duplicitous. I also want to play female Titan attacks. I don't know. I really need to sit down and actually just iron out because like this is for like a deck profile, just like I have it out there, just so it's just super easy to do it. Um, harnessing Undeath sounds really good in her. Uh, but Sean Theo and the new 4-diff one, yeah. I'm trying to think what else. Like, I want to build Aaron. I know Aaron's not the greatest, but I think Aaron's super cool. I don't know. It's just the edge lord in me wants to play Aaron. I think Mikasa's super cool. Um, Obviously Annie. I think Armin's super sick. Man, there's a lot of cool characters in this set. We didn't even touch on the characters in the set review. Um, I do have I believe, an excitement tier list coming out tomorrow. I don't know. I think so. Let me look. Let me look real quick. Oh boy, I don't even know my own. I do all my content like weeks in advance. Where is it? There it is. Yes, it is tomorrow. Yeah, I have an excitement tier list coming out tomorrow, so I'm excited. So, just to let you know, like where I rank them on how I want to play them. Like obviously like competitive, locals, like the grind, and then binder tier where they never leave my binder, John and Connie. Um, but yeah, like I'm super like Mikasa seems pretty cool. Um, like I'm thinking going Aaron. I said that, yeah. But I haven't touched any of them in UVS Ultra other than Annie, and I haven't touched this deck in a while because I've just been borrowing decks from people. Because last Friday I played Mitch's Deku 6 deck and got whomped on by Falling Titan decks because I don't have any of the pieces to stop that. Reiner seems fun to play. Heavy cost. Yeah, I think Reiner's cool. I think Reiner is going to be one of those decks where you're going to want to you're going to have to figure out the mix of assets, backups, and foundations compared to your attacks because he needs one of each, right? He needs one of those three, and then his character card counts to flip. But I also think his front side's very good, so you could just play a foundation denial deck. You know, granted you're half a character, and he just gets way better after he flips, but you could just not like have to flip right away, but you can like slowly flip. He's not my cup of tea, but I would definitely think that the character's very cool. Um, I know that a lot of people are like excited for what's his face, Zeke, the war chief. He looks flipping awesome. Uh, Zach played him last Friday. He was very very cool, getting like +5 to checks and everything. Ruin and play better foundation seems good. Plus attacks that can shift to make the backups. Yep, correct. Can always play those good shift attacks. Those are great. Um, I want to play Tam's Beast Titan deck because that deck is wild. It's so wild in right now. Just backups in general and Rock Barrage, if it hasn't, probably will jump in price. Just because of how well that deck is getting around. Like a lot of people are talking about it. No, not the Jester one. It's the he's playing actual Beast Titan from set one and plays Rock Barrage, Beast Titan attacks. Um, and he tries to loop Beast Titan attacks, and he just gets in a bunch of backups and has DR, gets damage pump. It's very cool. It's a very, very sick deck. You see it on, I believe, it's probably the most played deck on the grind right now, just because that's all he plays is Beast Titan because he has the most fun with it, which is cool, which is awesome. You should have fun with your favorite deck. Have you guys gone live yet? Jeez, man. I can only yap for so long. And I'm just rambling right now. Um, but yeah, man. Like, I just want to say thanks for everyone for hanging out and just chilling. Does it still play Harness on Death? No. No, it's still on Death. He just doesn't play it because there's better moves. Almost TM. Jesus Christ, man. I want to raid you guys so I can come watch you do whatever you're doing because that's fun. Um, but yeah, like I'm gonna try to um, I think Wednesday I'm gonna play in Webcam Wednesday. Okay, cool. You're clicking the button now. Hell yeah. Uh, I'm gonna play on Webcam Wednesday and play Deku 6 um, for Tam's event because I think that's gonna be fun. Because I haven't played at local because our local game shop's closed for the next few weeks because they're moving and remodeling. So we actually have to play our AOT3 pre-release in his mom's gym next door. We're gonna get swole when we play with new cards. I'm super excited. So. Um, let's go ahead and raid the boys. I want to say thanks to everyone for hanging out with me today and chilling. There we go. There I got the notification. The boys are live. Let me close this out so you don't see me do some weird stuff or see my browser history. We're going to go raid in. Raid channel. Where are you, Final Round Game Shop? You sexy son of a bitches. It doesn't even show it yet, does it? Come here. Final round. Final round. Round. There we go. Wait, nope. That's a bunch of Final Fantasy Connect stuff. There it is. Final round game shop. All right, we're raiding the boys. All right, have a good night, everyone. We'll talk to you later. Watch them get set up. We love you. Do. Raid now, baby. We're going to raid them right now. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a good night.